evening. It is now 6 p.m. and I call this Governing Board Personal Action Report Approval meeting to order. All board members are present, and representing the district is Interim Superintendent Terry Romo. Can I get an adoption of the agenda?
I move that we adopt the agenda.
Second.
I have a motion and a second. All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye. And now will you please stand and join me for the Pledge of Allegiance?
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Seated. All right, next item on the agenda would be our personal action reports. It is recommended that the governing board approve the personal action report as submitted by administration.
Ms. Gomez is out this evening, so I'll be presenting for her. The recommendations submitted are those which only the governing board may legally approve. Administration recommends approval.
I make a motion that we approve the personnel report.
I second that motion.
I have a motion and a second. Is there any discussion?
I have comments. The personal action report contains items with expenditures for a number of staff. As Ms. Romo has mentioned before, that the district is facing or will face possibly a $4 million shortfall. And since our expenditures for 2024-25 school year exceeded the budget by $2.2 million, and our funding for the next year is uncertain, I disagree with the additional payments to staff, particularly to those administrative staff and managers for partially covering another position. In fact, the state audit found our district pays more than 10% higher salaries to administrators than other comparable districts in the state. In a business world, especially if it was a union world, this practice of paying people for two jobs would be totally disallowed and in some cases illegal. For 40 hours of employee work, they should be paid for the hours they work for each separate job and not have funds added to their current salary. I do not understand or accept these expenditures. I believe the district must really now start eliminating unnecessary costs, including additional pay, conferences, and other superfluous costs. I believe the district should review previously approved expenditures and consider canceling all non-essential expenditures. And for this reason, I will abstain from voting for them.
Is there any other discussion, comments? I guess a couple things I will say to that, especially for our administrators. I know I've been on campus several times, having just had a child in Buena High School, and usually those are salary positions. I see all times of night, all principals, assistant principals at functions, whether it's, the arts or sports. So talking about 40 hours a week, I know those individuals in the administrative positions put well over 40 hours a week. And some of these functions, we need to function well in the environment we're in, finding quality people, growing our people. I guess I believe some of these functions have to be paid for, or there has to be incentives for them. So that would be my comments for those. Any other comments?
Just for clarification, we're a right to work state, correct? Thank you.
I just had a question. Do we have a number of how many unfilled positions we still have open?
I'm so sorry that Ms. Gomez is not here this evening. I know her and I just met earlier this week, and we went over our teaching positions. I'd say around 6 at the elementary level, around the same middle school and also high school. We're better off teacher-wise than we were last year.
Okay.
But we did not go into like support staff, things like that. But I know we have had lots of positions opened for long periods of time without applicants, and some of these tasks have to get completed.
Right. And so from what I'm thinking is, some of those funds can cover what, the unopened positions, or those positions that haven't been filled over several years now, that we haven't used the funding that has been already set aside.
Correct, we do encumber salaries,
Yes.
From the beginning, but I understand exactly what Mr. Conroy's saying in regards to every single expenditure at this point. Every contract, everything comes to me to be able to be looked at, whether it normally has gone to the superintendent or not, to be able to review. We do have some significant cuts that we will need to be making. The ones that are coming to you right now are things that we do need to start our school year.
Just a quick comment, and I've already talked to Ms. Romo about this. In a contract world, contractors, the union would not allow you to do this, because you're taking a job and letting somebody else do it when you're really supposed to hire somebody to do it. So in a union world, this is totally not acceptable. In the real work world, this is not done in business either. So anyway, those are my comments. Thank you.
I guess, I know the sheriff was probably gonna say it, we're not, I guess we have an association, we don't have a union, but I will say, coming from a background of a government union, quite often we do pay people to put them in an acting supervisory role or an acting position, and they're compensated for it, so.
So they're doing two jobs then, correct?
Correct.
Okay.
Sorry. All right, any other comments? And we'll go ahead and take a vote. All those in favor?
Aye.
Abstain?
Opposed? And so we have 4 with 1 abstention, 4 for and 1 abstention. All right, next item on our agenda would be a motion to adjourn.
I move that we adjourn.
Second?
Have a motion and a second. All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Passes 5-0.